But it's interesting. So you obviously have alluded to it's a lot easier in various regions in the US. Obviously, it's not federally sort of legalized or decriminalized. It's obviously there's the scheduling conflict right now. But you guys recently launched a clone service. Can
Yeah,
you tell
so
us what that's about?
we are selling clones in states where there's recreational and medical cultivation is legal. In the under the 2018 Farm Bill, clones and seeds were made legal on a federal level to sell. And we're working with a partner out of Oregon, who's been a clone supplier for many years, and we decided to add them onto our site. We've always been trying to be kind of first to do things in the industry, or looking at how we can innovate, how we can push things a little bit. And not that we're the first to sell clones. There's a few other websites doing it, but we're probably the first of one of the big seed banks, I would say, to start doing it. And we're excited to see what happens. It's as far as all of our legal opinions, and we spoke to various lawyers on it, it's fully legal, and we wanted to start doing it. We'd love to be selling clones in Europe, in the UK, everywhere else, but obviously we've got to see some legal change there. But in the meantime, this gives us the ability to service the American market, to familiarize ourselves with this as a product type, to hone in our skills. Shipping live products around a country as big as the US isn't always easy, especially as most of the couriers don't want to work with you either. So, you know, we're just learning, and at the moment we're not really pushing them that widely yet, but we hope to, I think, probably come September. And that, you know, they're, I would say, relatively expensive. We've had to keep them that way, but we still have a big range of seeds and things at the moment. But shipping clones, live plants is a next day service, and it's expensive shipping them. And so they're definitely not in the price range that where we'd like to have them ultimately at the moment.
Okay, but obviously, yeah, scalability, like you say. So under the Hemp Act or the Agricultural Reform, whatever the hell long title of
Farm
it is, that I
bill.
can't think of. Yeah, Farm Bill, I just Hemp Act or Farm Bill, whatever.
Yeah.
That act anyway. So are these clones part of this THCA loophole?
No, they are any seed or plant that is under 0.3% THC content in its element when you're sending it is considered hemp,
So
even if
as
it
long as
later
it's
grows up to be a cannabis marijuana plant.
so they've done the Austrian. I was saying Austria there, guys. I know my voice is cracked. I'm not saying Australia. The Austrian kind of model of
It's similar. Yeah, I
until
think
it's
it's
flat, until it's flowered. Yeah, I think which is a sensible approach. You can't then do somebody for possession of THC if the thing hasn't produced THC yet. You can't arrest
exactly.
somebody for future crime. This is not
Exactly.
Minority Report.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I'm sure they'll change that. When we first kind of came across that change the rule, it looked like it had been written by absolute kind of pro-cannabis geniuses who snuck it through, or some complete idiots. But I think actually what we've seen now, they're looking to reschedule cannabis, is it's probably part of a general process to free up this market, really, and to start bringing in agricultural practices into it. So we import a lot of seeds into the US. We move them over in their cannabis seed packaging with all of the necessary paperwork that we need. So they come in past the US Department of Agriculture, where they get stamped, and come in, and then we're able to sell and distribute from there. And we work with a lot of the big European seed brands to help distribute their product in the US. Yeah, so that's where it is. It's really opened up, changed our business. It means we're now interacting with the US Department of Agriculture, which for us is really exciting. We want to be working with these kind of people to keep improving our business and the way we do things, and bring them into, you know, horticultural standards.